Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm recording this one straight after the Red Bull video. I've got a little bit of time free, so let's see if I can get this one completed in time and out to you guys. So this is Dragon Trail Seaside, probably one of the most driven tracks in the game, so everyone should know the track. Its little nuances, the best way around it. This track is famous for one corner and one corner only. Really nicely named the Death Chicane, or the Chicane of Death, most commonly. We'll cover that, to be fair, through the video, so I don't need to explain too much, but it lives up to its name. And that's what this track is famous for. So we're at the reverse grid, so as you can see, we're Stone Dead last starting this one. Just flick through the pack, we've got ADG alongside, but he's in an FF Audi, so he's going to go backwards at the start. Robus in a Jag should get away well, so should Ginge. Danglerball in his little Toyota. Beast in the corners, that thing, and you'll see the cars as we go through. So yeah, Mongino's was a McLaren. Ruffle and Angus Makoto up. Now Angus Makoto's gone for the Cayman here, and the Cayman's a really strong car at this track. So hopefully he can pull a result out of this one. So we'll get underway with it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll say this right now. This is one of the races, like one of the best races I've ever done. It's lap to lap action. There's fighting throughout it. This car's going side by side. There's not really controversy as such, but there are incidents through the race. There's little different bits of strategy. There's mind games almost coming into it. It were mega. Honestly, it was absolutely mega. I came off this one absolutely smiling. Smiling. So we'll get into it. I will miss things, no doubt. I've gone through the first sort of 5 laps and made a few notes, but there's not. Most of it is just action cover, little things that happens. But yeah, there's parts where like every single car is making moves on another car, and I can't possibly cover it all. So keep your eyes peeled for action during this one. We'll get underway with the replay. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this one, because I'll tell you what I did. So lights about to go out at Dragon Trail. Everyone seemingly gets away with one. Mongino bogs down a little bit, I think he just got that one a little bit wrong. That's going to put him into the clutches of the guys behind. So Angus leads us away. Ruffle's going to get past Mongino on the way down, but then there's going to be like a 4-car sort of almost scrap for the first corner. Someone gets the braking a little bit wrong. Looks like there's a lot of contact, and then Mongino's come out of that one massively. He's in the sand backwards. Mongino is. I have watched that in more detail. It's not for me to comment on it, but yeah, Mongino's just really unfortunate to come out with that one the way he did. So Ruffle takes the lead. So Ruffle, Tokyo drifting that NSX through, so that's unfortunately going to let Nissan Elvis through. B-Rated going to come under pressure as well. We're already up to like 9th from back of the grid, so you can tell the sort of start we've had. A lot of cars going side by side through the S's. It is possible if there's enough room, but you don't want to. It's going to slow you down no matter what. So roughly halfway through the lap now, as we come down to this very technical backstage, 3 wide into that corner. That's not going to end up well. B-Rated wins out of that one. As they enter the Death Chicane complex. So this is by the marina. This is why it's called Seaside. So the track cuts into a little chicane and then into another one, and there's the wall of death. As you can see, B-Rated's been the first victim claimed out of that one. This side Elvis gets a little bit sideways, but everyone else manages to get through there okay. Oh my god. Right. So at the minute it's Angus Makoto, Hyperio, Stu Law's doing well, Danglerball and Ginger Crackhead going at it as well. Mighty Ginge trying to get in on that action. I'm up to 7th. Robert Hodge trying to follow me through with Nissan Elvis in 9th. ADG's recovering in 10th. Don't forget that Audi bogged down at the start. It will not move. Moldy in 11th and Ruffle in 12th. So Ruffle's had an incident somewhere. I think he got caught up in the Chicane of Death. And Diablo at the minute, unfortunately, he's Stone Dead last. It's Diablo. Let's watch guys as come through then. Angus, like I say, doing a brilliant job in first, holding off Hyperio. Hyperio's a fast guy. You really need to be on the ball when you're racing him, because he's got no chill. He will fight. He will fight you. I mean that in a nice way, Daniel. Don't get into this, man. It's been complimentary. So yeah, so here we go then. This is it. Like, I'm struggling even at this point to sort of, I don't know, commentate on this fairly. I don't think I'm going to do this race justice. Like, I think one job I want to try and get out of this is almost try and tell a story and give a bit of background to different things, but I just don't feel like I'm going to be able to do that the justice it deserves. To fairness, it was only really had to be that moment. Angus just held off Hyperio, so Dangler Balls got through. Ginger Crackhead, Stu Law, Mighty Ginge, me, Robuster Hood. Let's watch everyone's looking through the chicane of death. Will it claim any other victims? No. Oh, who's that? Stu Law. Stu Law's the next victim for the chicane of death. You can. We'll go on board for a lap. Probably we'll pick someone to go on board with a little bit later on, and I'll show you what I mean, because you can pin it through there and it is doable, but it's tough. So me and ADG now having a little bit of a scrap, so we've worked through the pack together almost. Further up, Hyperio is still trying to get past Angus McCotup. The ball's doing a great job in that little Toyota, but you're about to see how Dragon Trail can bite back. So Dangler Ball just carries probably a little bit too much speed, goes on the curb and then just hits that red sort of tarmac and off he goes. Unfortunately that's going to put him a lot further towards the back than he'd want to be. Promotes me up to 5th. So ADG's in 6th. Moley's done a good job. He was in 11th last time we checked on him. He's up in 7th at this minute in time. There's been a lot of victims to the chicane of death. Robuster Hood trying to go around the outside. Meanwhile, Hyperio has got ahead of Angus McCotup. So Hyperio is in 1st position now and starting to pull a little bit of a gap. But Angus McCotup is hanging in there. He's using the Racing soft tyre, so he will have a little bit less rear grip than Hyperio will at this stage of the race. Everyone files through really respectfully. No issues to quote on so far. Going back, Tony's recovered, B-rated. B-rated and Tony, when he had his spin, B-rated just caught him just at the wrong time. Unfortunately, has there been any other victims of the chicane of death? Someone's just hit the wall. That was Robus smashed into the wall there. So did Nissan Elvis behind him. It's starting to hot up now. Angus McCotup is coming under attack from Ginger Crackhead. Ginger Crackhead's just going to get that move made. Meanwhile, I'm into 4th after getting past Mighty Ginge, but Mighty Ginge is basically going to be on my tail end coming into this one. He's got ADG for company as well. ADG's took it into the slipstream. I have to go defensive here to defend against Mighty Ginge, who will want to try and come past me. Just managed to hold these two guys off at the chicane. This was probably the best overtaking spot. That and the hairpin at the other end were really good places to make moves. Further back you got Moley trying to cling onto the back to ADG. Robuster Hood's not too far away as well. Dangler Balls trying to get past Ruffle. He makes that move done. Ruffle very respectful there. Diablo though, it's Diablo, oh no! From down under he came and wreaked havoc. I was on chat with Diablo when that happened and a few others, and I think he just missed his braking point. Nothing malicious. He's certainly not gained out of that move. Not gained a thing. The winner in that one though has been Ruffle. He was able to take advantage of the chaos, so he's now up into 9th. So doing a good job is Ruffle. Robuster thinking about a move on Moley, but tucks back into the racing line just in time to catch his braking point. Meanwhile, the top 4, top 4 pretty much in a train now. Just slipstreaming each other, waiting for an opportunity, which will come soon. So meanwhile, Ginger Crackhead having a pop at Hyperio for the lead. Is he going to make that move done? I fear he's gone too fast into that corner. No, he's made it stick. It's a great move by Ginger Crackhead. He's now up into the lead, but Hyperio is very close with slipstream, so he can go straight back at him. That's just what he's doing. VTEC versus VTEC. It's 2 lawnmowers face off for the win. Hyperio's going to try and hang this around the outside, is he? he's done it. Great defensive driving by Hyperio. I'm just trying to keep on the back of those guys, conscious that I've got a lot of guys behind me sort of scrapping away for position as well. Robus has got himself past Moley, otherwise known as Penis 1983. Told you. Angus. Wind it in. Okay, so Danglerball has pitted, that's why he's so far back, so bear that in mind a little bit later on. That Toyota can do no stops. Certainly got the capability. Hyperion's gone way deep there, that's going to cost him some time going up the hill. Ginger Cracker could possibly mount a soul. Angus Makota also got his line just a tiny bit wrong, that's going to let me close in. Ada G in that Audi TT, it's an absolute rocket, that thing. I love an FF car. The issue he's going to have is tyre wear, that's why I didn't pick the FFs. They're fast, but they do kill their fronts. So let's keep an eye on these guys again as we come through. So Hyperio gets through, okay, so Ginger Crackhead, Angus Makota just going to hit the wall, that's going to give me the opportunity I needed to get past. I'm not going to turn that up. And I sail straight past, and now I'm going to be launching an attack on the guys ahead who are fiercely fighting for position. Meanwhile, ADG slips down the inside. Well, no, he wasn't making a move in anyone, it's just defensive driving. Ignore me. Ruffle and B-rated having a little bit of a tussle. Ruffle and a tussle. Let's go back up to the top, see what's happening. Oh god, look at these guys. They're proper going at it. So, well, Ginger Crackhead and Hyperio battle away for position. I'm going to try and slide my NSX in between them. It doesn't quite work out. I kind of have to almost get out of it and go on the wide line. I do make the move stick on Ginger Crackhead, but he's going to be close enough to get straight back again. I have to give him the room. I can stick it on the outside though, so that's just what I managed to do. But at this stage I just want to keep in the tails of Hyperio, size him up, figure out where a move can be made. Alright, Angus Makota gets his line wrong again. Is ATG going to swallow him up coming up the hill? I do fear for Angus Makota that he's going to succumb to the power of the Audi. Vorsprung dirt technique in action, and he backs out of it. But Angus Makota just outbreaks himself, unfortunately. A couple of cars go through anyway. Ginger Crackhead is making a move back on me. I just got my line a little bit wrong. I'm not the sort of guy that's going to go side by side with anyone here, so I'll let Ginger Crackhead through and live to fight another day. Top 8, pretty much broken away from the rest of the pack. B-rated and Ruffle are having a right good little scrap for 9th for the minute. But while these guys fight, we're getting away up top. Moves happening. There is a nice bit of action coming up according to my notes that I will cover up. You can see how close the top 6 are really, especially. So it's Hyperio currently winning the race, but there's literally a gnat cock in this one between Ginger Crackhead and me. Coming down to my favourite overtaking spot. I sort of go for this cutback manoeuvre knowing those two are going to battle. I'm just slipping up the inside. Managed to get on the traction better. I'm going to be big-headed here and just cover this off because I was quite proud of this one. So getting the slipstream coming down behind the other two NSXs. So we're all in the same car. These two are having to think about each other. They're probably not thinking about me too much, so you'll notice I get on my brakes a little bit earlier and just go for the early line. I can then cut straight back. And there we go. That's that done. Hyperio is going to battle me and isn't going to let me take that one easily, so I expect to see more of him on my chuff. So I have to go very defensive. This is slowing the pace of the entire field down now, so it could bring the other guys back into play, but the top 8 are separated by a half second. Something like that is absolutely nuts this race at this minute in time. See the top 8 streaming down the hill. B-rated and Ruffle still having a tussle. Dablo and Stuart Law not too far apart either. Danglerball is pretty low at the back, but don't forget he doesn't have to pit, and he currently does hold the fastest lap of the race, 1:45.4, without slipstream. so he's certainly got the pace. As the top 8 come to the death chicane once more, massive line of cars streaming down here. I think everyone's going to manage to make it through. Okay, maybe a wall tap or two. Someone went slowly there, that was Ginger Crackhead. So I think he did get a little bit of a tap somewhere, so what happened to me, you may be asking again. The hairpin at the bottom, I just went too deep. My own mistake. So it's getting hot again now with Hyperio, Ginge and me, Robus, Angus and Moley. Moley's looking for Racy against Angus, but he's on the wrong line. If he wants to make a move work, he's going to have to go for the early brake and switch back. He doesn't. He goes for a late brake and slides it up the outside of Angus going into turn 2. It's a lovely move by Moley. And meanwhile, Robus, the hood's on the attack against me. He thinks better of a move coming into here. As we all pretty much single file through this part of the race. We know we're approaching pit stop windows, so it's who's going to go first. The undercut here, is it powerful? Depends where you come out. So if any of us top 8 pit, we do come out with this. We're going to come out with these boys. So we have to bear that in mind, but we are roughly half distance now. So again, this is where the mental tactics come up. So who's going to blink first? I go for a move on Ginge. I end up backing out of it. Sometimes I just pulled out of the slipstream just to check where my braking point was. I wasn't going for a move sometimes. It was just to make sure I was doing the right thing. Moley into 5th. So Moley's had a good couple of corners as well. He's got himself past Angus McCall, Ginger Crackheads. Going on here. Is it too wide? Right, Ginger's up into the lead. He's got past Hyperio. I'm trying to get Hyperio. Is anyone going to pit? Is anyone going to pit? No, nobody pits on this lap. It's going to be Robus the Hood versus me. How many times have I said that? Robus got the inside line. Sorry, the outside line. I'm just a little bit better on the brakes than that Jag, so I'm going to win that one purely on the NSX's braking ability. But I've got 2 NSXs up in front of me, and that Jag is a ridiculous thing in the straight line. So he's going to have the power going up the hill. We may well struggle a little bit. So yeah, half distance have been reached. This is all fresh to me now. This is where I got to in the replay before I thought, so I'll just start recording. So we've got Mighty Ginge defending the lead against Hyperio. Hyperio's able to hang it around the outside. Both of these boys in terms of tyre wear not doing too bad. Mighty Ginge's probably doing a little bit better. Robus just sneaks past me there. I was messing up that corner all the time. My tyre wear's pretty good as well. I've simply been looking after them. I just got too involved in the racing. Yeah, next thing I knew, I was shooting my tyres to shit. Looks like Ginger Crackhead's going to make a move on Angus McCotup. Is he going to get that done into the braking zone? I think he is. Angus is just going to give him a space out wide. Again, nice respectful racing between those two. I'm going to blink first and pit. So Moley follows me in, so does Ginger Crackheads. Ginge, Hyperio, Robus stay out. Ruffle stays out, so does Dangly Ball. ADG pitted a lap or 2 ago. So this was interesting. So his tyres are going to be shot at the end of the race, so it's going to be interesting to see how he handles that. He's going to racing super soft tyres in an FF, so again, interesting to see how that goes. I've come out in 7th, come out in a tiny bit of traffic, which at the time I thought was disastrous because that's put Moley all over my back end. So I need to clear this traffic. Quick time, so you'll notice I'm going defensive, and that's just because I know Moley will chuck it up the inside if he gets a chance, so it's just to be careful of that. I know the McLaren's a good car, but I know its strengths and weaknesses moderately well. So I was just using the NSX in places where I knew it was strong to defend against the McLaren. Yada yada yada. Meanwhile, Ginger Crackhead's doing me a favour and is giving him something to think about, so I can focus on clearing the guys ahead. Bentley Wall is going to be the most difficult, bearing in mind he's on relatively fresh tyres anyway. I imagine when I get to Ruffle, his tyres are pretty depleted, so I should be able to get past him relatively easily. Managed to get past both those guys there. A little bit of side contact, GT Sport Physics for you. I managed to clear them quickly. So I'm back into 5th now. And we're going to see if any of the guys ahead pit. So none of these boys have pitted yet. Hyperion coming round for the 10th time. He stays out, does he? Matt Ginge stays out. Angus McCall pits. So does Robuster Hood. Now for me, these are the critical laps. I need to start hammering good laps in to get the undercut effectively on the guys up ahead. Dangleballs is making advantage of having a slipstream. I come out, you can see how powerful the undercut is, and I've come out from Angus McCullough and Robus by quite a distance as well. Although Robus is on fresher tyres, slight little bit of contact between Dangleball and Noli. Yeah, the issue now is they only have to do 11 minutes on the tyres they're on now, whereas I've gone a little bit of time already on mine. So at this point I'm thinking about looking after my tyres a little bit. So I do slacken off the pace a tiny bit. Lap times have been all over this place, as I put in a purple sector. Lap times have kind of been all over the shop on the basis of just being in so much action. Like at Red Bull Ring last time, our lap times were pretty much within 2-3 tenths of each other, pretty much every lap. But here, far from it, because you're always thinking about another car. You've seen how many times I've buggered up that hairpin. Okay, so going to the top then. Hyperion is on his 11th lap right now. Will he pit or will he go for the audacious no stop? The NSX could make a no stop work. It's not too bad on its tyres for a mid-engine car. You can look after them, but Dragon Trail is quite an abrasive circuit. So corners like this one, if you slide your car around them, you're gonna kill your tyres. Looks like Hyperion's going in the pits. Mighty Ginge, does he follow him? No, Mighty Ginge is going to stay out. So Mighty Ginge inherits the lead. I'm just going through, so I'm going to come through into seconds. Mole is in 3rd, he's got past Dangleball. Robuster Hood in 6th, Angus McCullough in 7th. ADG's worked his way back into 8th position. B-rated in 9th currently, with Ginger Crackhead all over his back end. Ruffle in 11th. Stu Law in 12th. This and obviously is pitting in the Lexus, and Diablo is last, unfortunately. As you see, Mighty Ginger's lap time 1:47.5. My last lap was a 1:45.4, so I basically took 2 seconds out of him just through better tyres. Hyperion came out in 3rd behind me. He's going to be coming up to me. We were on sort of chatter at the time, and I was basically saying to him, look, let's not battle too much. I don't know if you paid attention to it, because you'll see in a minute it doesn't battle. Knowing that these boys were on fresher rubber, so like I said in the last video, Robuster Hood for me is one of the best sort of race finishers I've raced against. As ADG makes a move on Angus McCote's up. So I knew he was going to be strong in the second half of the race. Because I'm kind of the other way. I'm probably a better starter. I can sort of keep my nerves. It's part of the fact that, well, in my spare time I do fighting and boxing, so in that you have to really be able to knuckle down on your nerves. And I can just keep that in check, really. So I can be quite calm and chill at the start of a race. And then I just tend to lose focus towards the end of it, as you'll see. Well, as you've seen, rather. So Ginge doesn't pit again. So he's gone 22 minutes on those tyres, and I believe he may be going for the no stop. In the meantime, I am taking chunks of time out of him. 1:46.3 that lap, or 1:47.3, so I was a second faster than him that lap as well. That is, look at the tyre difference. I mean, that's the reason. I've just got more grip and carry more speed. Meanwhile, Hyperio, I was keeping the gap about a second there or thereabouts. But this is the point of the race. Little mistakes from me can start creeping in unless I'm massively focused. At this point, we're looking, we're about half 10 at night. So it's been a long night for us. We're on the same boat, of course. Start complaining about that. I think it's time for an onboard lap. So my next lap, I have no idea what it's going to be like. I've absolutely no clue. Bear in mind that I'm going to be defending to Hyperio for most of it. We'll go on board with me and we'll just give you a lap of Dragon Trail Seaside. And you can see what this is all about. So Death Chicane, 13th time, 13 on looking for some. Do I manage to get through it cleanly? I do. Hyperio just grazes the wall. Right, let's jump on board. Lovely. Okay then, so here we start a lap of Dragon Trail. Now I've got Hyperio up my bum, so this probably isn't going to be the best example of a lap because I'm going to be defending during this one, but Mighty Ginger's your seat pit, so I'm now into first position. P1 Sebastian, P1. We'll pay attention to where Ginge comes out. We'll see. So yeah, you see... Yeah, Hyperio didn't attack me there. I think this is the point where we were actually still moderately working together. Ginger's come out in 8th. 9th. We'll go back and check on them guys in a minute. So pit strategy is probably knacking Ginger up just a little bit. So this is a lap. I'm not talking you through the lap on it. Anyway, ignore me. So this, for me, is the toughest bit to get right. So you're looking for that little orange cut out in the wall, but just a little bit afterwards. Try and get an early apex because you want your car as straight as possible coming up the hill. You carry a little bit more speed that way. Getting the line just about right coming up there. Leaving your gear change so you've gone onto the bridge because it's a little bit quicker that way. Looking for 150, counting to 1 then braking. Second, early apex, run the car out nice and wide, pick the throttle up nice and early and on the power. And you can see my mirror on the right, the Hyperio is on my chuff. Please don't let this be a lap where I nick the wall because it happened a couple of times. A little bit of a lift, you can pin that. Oh yeah, just gets a little bit lively. You can absolutely pin that. And that's how I've done a couple of 144 laps. You can absolutely pin it. Coming down into the last corner, you want to go for an early apex and run the car out wide. Yeah, Hyperio's on full-on attack mode now with 5 minutes remaining. So, let's catch up with the rest of the field. Robuster Hood involved in the fight with Moley and Dangleball. So those three are battling for the final podium position so far, but it all could change yet. Ginger Crackhead in 6th, he's had a good race to be fair to him. I think he had a chicane of death incident earlier on, but he's recovered really well, so he's got an ADG going for it though. ADG is in the FF, which is faster. Are they going to be able to keep it clean? They are. Lovely move, boys. Mighty Ginge is going to have the best eyes out of all of us now, but unfortunately he's also got a ton of traffic to compete with. Ruffle is now fighting with Stu Law. Kind of has to try and go defensive there. Stu Law, does he go for a move into the first hairpin? No, he doesn't. He backs out with that one. Nissan Elvis. We've not covered Nissan Elvis too much. Unfortunately, he's not really been involved in the action. Sorry about that, Nissan Elvis. Every day bloke, to be fair. Not really covered him too much. Meanwhile, this is where the action is. Hyperio v me. So there's not much to choose between them. I mean, he's got slightly better tyres, but it's... No. There's not really anything in it. I basically let him go through there because he had his nose ahead. So I'll let him go through. But now the fight is on. The problem is now, because we're fighting, this man can catch up. And he's in a Jag. Jag's decent around here. He can start putting some good laps in. Is Molly going to be able to get Dangleball back? No. That Toyota, as long as it's got a slipstream, it's a damn good race car. Without a slipstream, it's dreadful. but with a slipstream it is very competitive. ADG's worked his way back up as well. A couple of changes of position up ahead. I think Dangleball and Moley having a little bit of action. Moley's on power, just got that car past Dangleball, but has managed to hold it. Dangleball's coming for the cutback. Lovely move, Dangleball. Just got him on the cutback there, and he's going to have the inside line for this corner. Job done. Nice move. I've managed just to sneak back past Hyperio. This is my view currently. Hyperio just had a better line for here. I think he was able to carry a lot more speed. He just had this nailed. Look at that. He's just had it much more nailed down than I did, so I had to go defensive here. You can just see how far right I'm keeping the car. And then I just had to go for the outbrake. Just try and hold him off on the inside, which didn't always work because there's a lot of grip out there, so you can hold it around the outside. The outside turns to the inside, so again, you sort of sit there and go, well, I'm just going to let it go and keep his slipstream. Roughly at this point I noticed that Robus was hanging about as well. We are into the dying laps of the race. 1.5 minutes to go, so the next lap's going to be the last one. So yeah, there's that. Dangleball's managed to hold off Moley. Well, this is all kicking off here. Marty Ginge currently trying to hold off ADG. Now the tyres are dead on that TT, so we'll see if he can get himself up in 6th, or if he'll end up losing out to B rated in the NSX. Ginger Crackhead in 9th. We've covered him off. He said he had a decent race. Angus McCall, good race, led it for quite a while. Well, was in the leading fight for quite a while. He's made a damn good account of himself, considering he's just got a wheel. Ruffle was involved in a lot of action early on, but I think he's just fell out of the pack, so to speak. Once you fall out of the pack, that's it. Stu Law and Nissan Elvis though. Nissan Elvis has finally got another car for company. I've just seen something happen on the screen up ahead, which I'm just going to go and cover by rewinding the video. We're just going to jump to me and Robus. So currently I'm in 2nd. I'm probably worried more about Robus than I am about attacking Hyperio at this minute, because this is where Hyperio was quite strong, so I didn't even bother really attacking him here. But I just get my line wrong, and it just runs me out into the grass. Robus then just takes the place. A lot of swear words then were said, and yeah, absolutely gutted, because I could have had a win out of this one, and I end up in 3rd position. Just at the place where the jump is really strong. I'm probably not going to be in a position to get a move made at the end of this. It's either hope he makes a mistake at the chicane of death, or try and get him on the final chicane. No, final chicane, final hairpin. I can't get my words right. Meanwhile, Moley's gone back for a move on Dangleball. Come on, Dangley, can you get that 4th place back? We'll see when we cross the line in just a minute. Moley just skips the wall, but they both managed to get through the chicane of death. Okay, Dangleball's hit the wall though. That's going to scupper his chance of an attack. Let's cover the people as they cross the line. This is probably the fairest way to do it. So, Mr. Hyperio, pretty faultless race from him, to be fair. Yeah, he's done a good job, has Hyperio. So, well earned win for him. Robust Hoods, bugger off, mate. That 2nd place was mine. Me in 3rd, so I'm not angry at that, to be fair. Moley wins out in that battle with Dangleball for 4th. Mighty Ginge keeps 6th, just ahead of ADG, Ginger Crackhead, B rated, and Angus McCall, rounding out our top 10 for today. Stu Law is chasing Ruffle down. Ruffle's got 11th. Stu Law's coming home in 12th. Nissan Elvis in 13th, and Diablo, who was waiting at the line, is 14th. You see what I mean? See what I mean about, wow. I hope I've done that justice in some way. Like, it's easy to sit here having raced in it, having been on chat with a good 10 of the other lads who were in the race as well, and sort of saying that, oh, this happened and that happened, and this was my strategy for this bit, and I saw that this person stayed out, so I pitted so that I'd have fresher tyres and I could undercut them, yada yada yada. There's probably a lot more thinking that goes into these things than I give a lot of these boys justice for. Just to sort of cap on a lot of the racing, I know there was an incident at the start. That's not for me to even, I'm not going to sit here and say I've been scolded for that recently, so I'm not going to do it again. Yeah, it's not for me to say who's at fault or anything like that, so I'm not going to. I'll just show it in the replay, and I'm sure you can all make your minds up with that. But the point I'm making is I had pretty much side-by-side racing with a lot of the chaps there, ADG, Ginger Crackhead, Hyperio, Mighty Ginge, Robus, pretty much throughout that race, and at any one point they could have innocently knocked me off the track, and not once did they do that. So really good respectful racing throughout. It just made it a lot more fun to be a part of, and it makes you want to come back to it. Really enjoying the season so far, despite not always having the best races. Kind of feeling like I've lost my groove a little bit. Even that race then, I felt I could be faster, and I've certainly gone quicker in practice in that car. I've been doing mid 144s, but yeah, you don't always want to pin it. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I do that all the time. So it's getting quite late, so I'm going to shut this one down here. I'll get it rendering and get it uploaded tonight. I appreciate a lot of you guys will be watching this on a Sunday with your morning coffee, so good morning to you if that's the case. If you're watching this in like October 2027, then I hope your robot girlfriend makes you a cup of tea. Right, yeah, I'll leave it there. Next week we have the two latest tracks of the game. So we've got Spa-Francorchamps, my favourite track, and Laguna Seca, one of my least favourite tracks. I just don't like it. I don't get the fuss. It's like Willow Springs. Like, why? If it weren't for the corkscrew, no one would even bother. But anyway, if we win, I'll love it. So we'll see. That rounds it off there. Big thank you to everyone involved in the race, and of course big thank you to the organisers and the hosts of the leagues. Of course the people that spend countless hours sort of behind the scenes doing all the things that make all this happen as well, and you guys for watching and giving me a reason to make these videos, because if they got no views I won't bother. But yeah, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.